What's going on, Dolphin fans? It is your boy Dillon, and we got some more breaking news. The Dolphins have traded again, more picks, including some of the ones that they just traded for. So after acquiring the number 12 overall pick in the 2021 NFL Draft, the Miami Dolphins have flipped it to the Philadelphia Eagles for 2 picks. The Eagles announced on Friday they sent the number 6th and the number 156th to the picks in this year's draft to the Miami Dolphins in exchange for picks number 12, number 123, and a 2022 first rounder. So probably the first rounder that we just got for 2022 for next year is now gone. ESPN's Adam Schefter reported on Friday that Miami was acquiring 4 draft picks, including number 12 overall this year, plus first-round picks in 2022 and 2023, and a third-rounder in 2022 from the San Francisco 49'ers for the third overall pick. The Dolphins now have picks number 6 and number 18 in the first round. They can use both of those selections, blah, blah, blah. But so they gave... So I just gave them a ton of credit for having a super great trade. Immediately, they walk it back a little bit. Not entirely, to be fair, but they definitely walked it back here a little bit. Because now, okay, so they move back up 6 spots from number 12 to number 6. But they got rid of that number 12 overall pick. They also got rid of the 123, which I believe is the one, is that the third rounder that we just got? So, and then the 2022 first rounder from next year that we just got. So we just gave up like half of the big haul that we got to move back up to number 6. Okay, well, let's see what they do with it. I mean, I guess, right? Like, ultimately, they only... So, at the end of the day, I mean, it's not as fantastic of a trade as it was before this, right? Because before this, they moved down 9 spots and got... Right, so and retained 2 picks in the first round this year, right? They moved down 9 spots to retain 2 picks in the first round this year. They gain a 3rd round pick this year. They gain a 1st round pick next year and a 1st round pick in 2023. Awesome trade, super great. But then they downgraded it by then moving back up 6 spots. So ultimately, instead of dropping 9 spots, they've only dropped 3 spots. They still retain 2 picks in the first round. But now that 3rd round pick that they picked up this year is gone. And a 1st round pick from next year is gone. So what they did now is instead of dropping 9 spots, keeping 2 picks in the first round this year, picking up a 3rd this year, a 1st next year, and a 1st in 2023, they ultimately ended up just dropping 3 spots, retain 2 picks in the first round this year, do not have an extra 3rd round pick this year anymore, and do not have an extra 1st round pick for next year anymore, but they do keep that 2023 1st round pick. So, like I said, I mean, it went from like super fantastic to okay, you know, they move back 3 spots and they get a 1st round pick in 2 years. I mean, that's 2 years from now. So, I mean, for me, honestly, that really kind of like killed the trade. I mean, it's still an okay trade because they still move back and gain some draft capital, but they only get a 1st round pick as of right now. I mean, unless they trade that away too, which if history shows, so far, even just in the past 2 years with this regime, there's a high likelihood that that pick could end up getting traded away in some other form or fashion. So, they only moved down 3 spots to pick up a 2023 first rounder. Oh, okay. I mean, I guess. So we'll see what they do with it. I mean, I gotta say, like, the more it sinks into me, the more that they just, like, completely killed that trade. But I don't want to say 100% because they still, again, did gain some kind of draft capital, and it is a first-round pick, even if it is 2 years away. But we will see what they do going forward. Ultimately, again, at the end of the day, it doesn't mean that they're not going to trade for Deshaun Watson. That is still definitely a possibility. I mean, they still have to do way, way, way better in their drafting. So we'll see if they can do that this year. Their past 2 drafts have been, very underwhelming, including having 3 of the guys already been cut. And I mean, we just gotta wait and see, man, because it's not over. Oh, and the other thing I was gonna say is they unquestionably also have to make cap space, because I'm pretty sure right now, like, they don't even have enough to sign what would be their upcoming rookie class with the picks that they do have, right? So, which I think is like 8 in total or somewhere around there. So it's going to be interesting to see who gets cut. What, or are there any contracts that get restructured? Blah, 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 etc. So there's still a lot going on. Again, there's no reason to think as of right now that they're out of the Deshaun Watson thing. I think the likelihood is certainly dropped considerably because of the legal issues, for sure. But I would not count the Dolphins out. In fact, I would still count them as the top contender if that is to be a thing this offseason or at some point. If Deshaun Watson gets traded, I still think it's the Dolphins who do it. And, that 2023 third-round pick could be, first-round pick could be in that bundle, right? So, anyway, and then, again, we have to wait and see if they remain quiet throughout the offseason as far as free agency goes and don't do a big splashy signing. And then we have to wait and see how their draft goes. All right, so with that, I'm going to go ahead and end it. I hope you guys appreciate my perspectives. If you do, make sure you hit the subscribe button, make sure you hit the like button, make sure you hit the bell if you want to get the alerts. Share my channel and videos with your friends and family. Leave your questions, comments, and concerns down in the comment section. Of course, as always, follow me on Twitter at Dillon Tartaro. And with that, I am out. I'll see y'all soon. Phins up.